What's up, Gym Fam? This is Adam Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home or garage gym needs. Now, today is day number 236 of our at-home fitness programming series here in Cleveland, Ohio, and it is Friday, November 6th. Without further ado, here is what we are looking at for today. We are going to start with an upper body pulling strength piece, and that piece is going to be 3 rounds. You guys are going to start the complex, so to speak, with a max effort set of strict pull-ups. Now, whenever you burn out or fail or decide that you're not capable of another strict pull-up, we're not going to drop down off the bar. We're going to hang, but we're going to hang in an active position. Active position means those shoulder blades are still held down and back. We're not dead hanging and stretching. We have our hands on the bar and we have our shoulders back and lats active. All right, so we have 2 max efforts to equal your time. We're gonna have a strict pull-up rep and then a time seconds, let's call it, because minutes is probably not gonna be for most people here, on the max effort hang. I want you guys to put a full 2 minutes in between those rounds. There's only 3 of them, so it's not gonna take a lot of time, and 2 minutes is going to be necessary even if you feel like you don't need it after the first round, because of the amount of fatigue that is going to occur in setting those shoulders back on that hang. All right, so take 2 minutes. Now, going back to our workout for today. If you guys have never experienced a flight simulator before, congratulations. Today will be your first time. A flight simulator will utilize double unders, with the jump rope, and we're looking at unbroken sets. So the way the flight simulator works is you guys are going to use 5, 10, 15, 20, going up by 5s. We're going to go all the way from 5 to 50 and then back down to 5 today. Our goal is unbroken all the time. Now, I'm going to do 5. I'm going to do them unbroken. If I don't, my penalty is I have to put the jump rope down. I have to do 3 burpees on the spot, and then I can pick it back up and attempt to do 5 again. If I complete 5, I have to stop, take a breath, or you could stop for 30 seconds if you want. You can stop for 2 seconds if you want. It doesn't matter. But then you're going to do the same thing with 10 reps, trying to complete those unbroken. If you fail, burpees. If you complete it, you move on to 15, etc., etc. We work our way up to an unbroken set of 50, and then we work our way all the way back down to an unbroken set of 5. Your score will be the total time it takes to complete from the beginning of that first set of 5 to the end of the second set of 5. Now, if you guys have a hard time with double unders, but we are still able to do them, 5 to 50 might not be for you. That's going to be a pretty damn difficult thing to do. So I want you guys to take the number down, try and keep it an even jump, try and keep the same number of sets, maybe try and go like 2 to 20 or 3 to 30 or something along those lines, where it's really going to challenge you guys, especially getting to those upper echelon numbers. But it is going to be something you're able to accomplish, or at least have a shot at accomplishing, without having to do like 100 burpees. That shouldn't be the goal here. It should be, how do we pace ourselves, but also focus in on mechanics and techniques so we can do it well and complete the task. Stick around if you would like to see demonstrations of the hang or the flight simulator and possible modifications. All right, so the setup of the workout here is pretty simple, but let's talk about positioning a little bit, so the mechanics. So, as we said, we're going to start with a max effort set of strict pull-ups. I believe I'm going to do 2 here and then call it a set. Completing that second one, this is an engaged active hang position. This is an unengaged passive hang position. Notice the stretch, ears touching the shoulders, versus the space in between shoulder blades set down and back. All right, guys, so let's delve a little bit deeper into this double under flight simulator concept. The idea is unbroken sets. Anything that's not an unbroken set is going to come with a penalty, so we're going to start here with 5 unbroken double unders. Once we hit the 5, we have to stop, pause, reset that rope, and honestly reset your breath a little bit too so we can keep our stamina in a good place. Moving on to 10, completing 10, you're going to stop, pause, take a breath. I would really suggest the further you get into this, the more breaths you take in between sets, because we want to be able to stay clean. Because when we do kick, we're going to have to drop down, do our 3 burpees, and that is going to escalate the fatigue, and it is also going to slow us down from our ultimate goal, which is finishing 5 to 50 and back down to 5.
Stay tuned for movement modifications.
All right, guys, let's talk about modifications for today's work. So the first piece, we're looking at that straight pull-up. Once I fail, I'm not in a dead hang, but I'm in an engaged hang, trying to max out both the reps on the pull-up and the time frame I can do that hang from. If we need to modify this, I want you guys to go whatever your normal bodyweight pulling movement is, whether we're hanging from rings, we're doing a TRX strap, we're hanging underneath a kitchen table or something along those lines, right? If you guys did the sheet, the bed sheet in the door trick, whatever. Again, work through the rep scheme, get as many as you can, and then when you go to that hang, the shoulder should simply, instead of reaching through and extending, should be held back with straight arms in that position, okay? So can we keep the shoulders back when we're doing the hang, so to speak, and can we continue finishing all the reps before that, all right? So it's gonna function essentially the same. On the flight simulator, first option, obviously, singles with the doubles, staying with the jump rope, in which case, if you are good at singles, I would probably just double everything and go 10 to 100 in the back to 10. You can even push it to more than that if you really want to. If you're not so good with jumping rope at all, then maybe stick with the 5 to 50 or even cut it back down, just like I suggested, cutting down the double unders if we have to scale those back. If we don't have the rope, we don't have any place to do the rope, the thing I want you guys to focus on is the toe taps, right? So stay on my toes, left, right, almost like you would see somebody doing a soccer drill. The fail in this circumstance is the toes not touching the ball or me kicking the ball out of the way. So there is some skill required there, there's some focus, and then there's obviously some stamina coming into play as I get higher into those sets. That would be probably the best option other than a jumping jack. You'd always do it jumping jacks, but there really isn't any failure on a jumping jack. So it's not like you guys are gonna end up missing something and getting penalized for it. At least here there is that possibility of failing and having a penalty. If you're just looking for the conditioning, you could always try and do this with burpees or wall balls or anything along the lines that you might have to have some accuracy for. That will increase the stress level, that'll increase your height and focus, and that'll make it a little bit more challenging for you guys.